it's not every day that you sit in front of someone whom you admire. It's not every day that you sit in front of someone who inspires you. And probably it's not every day that you sit in front of someone who has been called the most influential personality in Indian advertising. Mr. Piyush Pandey, thank you so much for giving us your time, sir.
It's a joy being with you, Jay.
So, sir, let's start with a simple question. How is the tea?
I think it's fantastic. Reminds me of Rajasthan. I come from Jaipur, so I'm loving the tea. It'll probably help me clear my throat also a little bit.
So now that you have talked of Jaipur, okay, first of all, let me tell you this, that this is basically an initiative by a certain group of interns and people who want to make it big in advertising, interns like me and some of my friends. And they had some questions that they wanted to ask.
Sure.
And as a collective...
Let me tell you, I don't have all the answers. Whatever little I know, I'll share with you.
Sure, sir. So my first question to you, that most of your childhood was spent in Jaipur.
Mm-hmm.
How much of a role has your upbringing played in making you what you are today?
Huge, huge. I think your formative years have a huge influence on your life. And since you told me who your audience is, let me give you a piece of advice, all of you. Remember everything from those first 17, 18 years. Chances are you will find 80% of the answers for your life. Because that's the time when your mind is not conditioned. That's the time when you're like a free child. That's the time you don't give a damn as to what the neighbor will think. That's the time that a man returns to only after he's 70. The middle years are all influenced by situations, by conditioning. The most beautiful time of your life is the first 17, 18 years, which return to you when you are again retired and don't give a damn.
So, moving on to the second question. You entered advertising as an account executive.
Trainee.
Trainee account executive in 1982,
Yeah.
right down there.
Yeah.
And you subsequently jumped to the creative side of advertising.
Mm-hmm.
How has your journey been so far?
It's been fabulous. See, when I joined advertising in 1982, that's when the Asiad took place.
Yeah.
And the TV scenario
arrived.
and TV went berserk. And a lot of people who came from an earlier era did not know how to handle Hindi, did not know how to handle culture, did not know how to handle storytelling in a common Indian household's way. So when I was an account executive, number of times my creative partners did not have the answers that my clients were seeking.
Yes.
So I started writing them myself.
Yeah.
And then I got caught by my creative director, late Mr. Suresh Malik.
I guess your first was sunlight detergent.
Yeah. And he said, what are you doing on this side? Hop on to the other one. And rest of the journey I've enjoyed. I have again played double roles many times. I became creative director of Mumbai, then I became creative director and head of Mumbai overall. Then I became national creative director. And then I became national creative director and chairman of the company also. So I've been flip-flopping.
Yes. Like, of course, you have a remarkable journey from account executive to executive chairman. But, sir, this is not on the list, but the question is that weren't there ego issues when an account executive just hopped on to...
I think my managing director that time, late Mr. Mani Iyer and Mr. Suresh Malik, handled it very carefully. I was a successful account management person. To bring me onto the creative side straight away would have hurt the feelings of many people.
Yes.
So they made me copy chief Indian languages, which was a funny title because I don't know what other languages you use in India. So all the accounts which were very boring for my partners, were very Indian by nature.
Yeah.
Things like Asian Paints and Fevicol
Dairy Milk.
and Luna.
Yeah.
Dairy Milk came later.
Yeah.
Dairy Milk, they didn't want to give up. They were exciting for them. So I got these kind of things.
Okay.
And within a year and a half, some of the work that I was able to do got hugely recognized. So then they had the courage to tell the creative people, look at the work. So we are bringing him on as Associate Creative Director across brands and not for a limited number of brands. So I think it was a well-planned thing on their part.
But sir, there was also a time when you were worried, is this some new nomenclature for a Hindi translator?
Yeah, I was.
Copy head.
See, they were planning it to ease it. For me, my fear was that would it be a glorified translator? So in my interview, in my chat, I asked both Mr. Iyer and Mr. Malik, I said, does it put a stamp on me which prevents me from being the National Creative Director of this company ever, if I do well? Yeah. They said no. So I said, okay, I'll give it a shot.
But like that was an audacious question, right? Like you just
It was audacious. It was audacious.
So moving on. Now this is a bit of a technicality, but then when you get a brief from a certain client, what is your approach towards making a campaign for that client in the budget and the resources that you have got?
I think, what option do you have? You have 100 rupees, you make it look like 150 rupees.
Yeah.
That's the challenge. And the first film after coming into the creative side, which I did was Dam Laga Ke Aisha.
Very good.
And we had only 1 lakh of rupees.
Okay.
And that's what we made it with.
And that's where you took in Rajkumar Hirani.
Rajkumar Hirani, because he was a friend and he came for free.
Oh, wow.
All the voices in the chorus were all big time stage actors who were friends, they came for free. So you were maximizing your 1 lakh rupees and the film looked like 5 lakh rupees.
Yeah. So but then what, like, how do you certainly went out of your way and did it for your client, that was very cool. So what makes you do that?
It's your passion.
It's your passion.
If you're passionate, in fact Rajkumar Hirani in that film, Rajkumar Hirani doesn't have a very good voice.
Yeah.
So I dubbed for him.
You also dubbed for the Asian Paints ad.
Yeah, but here, that was a narration.
That was a narration, yeah.
Here I dubbed for Rajkumar Hirani.
Okay. So was it tough for you?
No. Nobody knew Rajkumar Hirani's voice. And nobody knew my voice.
Now, it's an obvious fact that you have worked on many campaigns and you are one hardworking man, sir. But sometimes, does it happen that you get results that are totally different from your expectations?
It happens all the time. Both ways.
Both ways, yeah.
You do something and you think that it's good, and it turns out to be great. You think something is great, and it turns out to be good. So that's part of life.
Actually,
you have to give it a shot. You have to try. Greatness is not written.
Yeah.
Greatness is given to you by the audience. You write good ideas. And if audience loves it, it becomes great. My recent commercial I've done, which I wrote, is the one running on the World Cup right now for Fevikwik.
The India-Pakistan.
Who says it's India-Pakistan?
Okay, let's play it safe.
The one with the parade.
Yeah, the one with the parade.
Oh, we were very excited about the idea, but now it's gone berserk. I mean, as of this morning, there are 13 lakh hits on YouTube. So you never know what flies.
Yeah.
And you never know that it might be slightly below expectation. The audience decides.
So, sir, like we have heard enough of your success stories, but I personally wanted to request you for an example where perhaps your expectations were not met and it just, did not work out somewhere.
I'll tell you. There was one campaign for Cadbury's Dairy Milk where we said, "Kisi din jeet ho, kisi din haar ho." It was a very emotional story, lovely commercials. We thought it was going to have a great impact. But the audience felt that chocolate moments should be happy moments. and you cannot take defeat.
Yeah.
There were lovely stories. A story about a father losing a tennis match, and the son going and giving him a chocolate and saying it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
Now, people didn't like it. I thought it was very emotional. People wanted happiness. So I think that was a good example.
So, coming to our second last question, what would be your words of wisdom for anyone who is aspiring to make it big in the advertising industry?
Wisdom I have not attained till now, but my experience I can share.
Sure.
I think coming to this business, if you love it, it is not a job.
Yeah.
Those who treat it like a job, then it is a good job. Those who treat it like a passion, they can fly. Those who want to express themselves, those who want gratification by making an impact on people, those who are unafraid to share their ideas, those who want to walk the edge and not fear failure. It is a fantastic profession to be in. So, if you have the passion, take your time. Give your passion a little bit of time. Don't jump agencies within 1 year for 5,000 rupees.
Yeah.
Because then you're chasing passion and not passion.
But sir, that is one admirable fact that you have been loyal to Oglivy for quite a lot of years now.
33 years.
33 years, yes sir.
And Oglivy has been loyal to me.
So, when you deal with your contemporaries, what is it like to sit on that podium and have a discussion with great people in this field, advertising field? You have also been in the jury for Cannes.
I was the president of the jury, yeah.
Yes, sir. So, like, what is it to be in that position? Like, is there a certain...
It's nice. I mean, you don't have to take yourself seriously ever. You might be a star in your city or your country.
Yeah.
Other people who are sitting out there are also stars in their countries. So we are a bunch of equals. And as a president of jury, you are first amongst equals. And that doesn't mean that you have all the wisdom. So your role out there is to get the best out of everyone so that you can put together a show that the audience says, aha, well selected.
And this was my personal question to you. Like, you are a person who might be getting thousands of ideas every day from your team and from the other operators at Oglivy. Now, there are certain good ideas and there are certain bad ideas. How do you neglect or perhaps say no to those bad ideas without hurting the sentiments?
It is very important.
Yes, sir.
And I think we have to actually have a conversation. You have to point out as to why this may not be a great idea. And it doesn't mean that 100% I'm right. Sometimes I might have made a mistake also. But you debate it. You don't tell somebody, oh, this is a nonsense idea, throw it away. That is what used to happen in the 80s. Some clients used to take layouts and throw them like this. I think you'll never get good work out of anybody if you behave in a fashion that tells you that you don't respect creativity. You may not like it. Share it. Why you don't like it. Always say that you can do better than this.
Yeah.
How about looking at it like this? So, it is a negotiation.
So, this is probably the last question that I'm asking you, and this is actually a bit funny. The thing is that, so your moustache has become a sort of...
I was missing this question. I didn't plan this moustache.
You haven't planned it?
No. I always had a moustache.
Yeah.
I can show you my college pictures. I had a moustache, but not unkempt one like this. Somewhere down the line, I think once it must have grown and I must have liked it. Thereafter, I didn't trim it often enough. My mother used to be very upset that you should trim your moustache often enough. My brother is after my backside all the time. He comes to my place with a scissor. I'll trim it for you. I haven't taken it seriously. It's because it's unusual. People have made it into a motive. Everyone has fun with it, like you.
Yeah. And I was about to request you, please continue it now.
No.
Like there's a page on Facebook which is called Piyush Pandey Ad Guru, and there's a certain photo that they have. Like we had a campaign long back which was called I Love New York, the heart shape and NY. So now we have made it to I Love and the moustache. So I love Piyush Pandey.
I never had a Facebook page of mine. Somebody runs it, and whoever does it, I don't know, has been very kind to put it together nicely, and has never embarrassed me because people will think I have written it. But there is somebody who's doing a great job, and I don't want to find out who.
But sir, are you not thinking of having any official means of communication through Facebook or through Twitter or anything?
You'll probably see a book this year.
Book? Can we come to the launch?
I'll let you know. I mean, I have to send the manuscript in the next 10 days.
Well, sir, we'll be waiting for the book, and probably.
And God bless you all, and all of you guys who are interested in advertising.
Yes, sir.
Just ask yourself, do you like this joy that I get at 59 after writing an ad? If you're looking for those little pleasures, if you're not scared of failure, it's a great place to be.
So, if I'm not wrong, shall I put it this way? A creative adult is the child who survived. Very much so.
Yes, absolutely. I think that example I gave you much earlier, that the best ideas are the ideas that come to you as a child. So never ignore the child. Okay?
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Wonderful interview. Thank you so much, sir.
Bye-bye.